good evening, and welcome on this last stream before I go away to ReaperCon. There we go. Shut the sound off. So tonight I'm not working on the Barbarian because I have too much to do before I go away to ReaperCon. So I need to actually get a couple things finished that I'm entering in the MSP Open. And there's your hydration, Pete. There you go. So, I've got this lovely little mouseling which I need to paint this skirt I added on for her. I'm still debating the color. I'll figure that out tonight. I have to figure that out tonight because I don't get done tonight. Well, sorry, I pulled that off screen. I was smart. So yeah, basically on the mouse, this is all this green stuff. It's just green stuff, so I need to actually paint it. You know what? I'll just paint right over the green stuff. And then I'm going to finish this guy. This guy's almost done. All I really have to do is I'm finishing the basing. So I want to add some of this stuff, which I really like, and some dead-looking leaves-ish things. These are actually seeds. And maybe add a little paint. Maybe I want to add paint to the leaves, quote unquote, but I will probably add a little to the this just to make it fit in a little better. But since the last time this thing made an appearance, I've done a whole bunch of work. I put this on and painted this and added that, and I'm really happy with the integration. I did the mushrooms. I did all these little logs and these little mossy things I added, and I painted all that. So I said I'm just trying to get it all to fit in because I feel like sometimes if you don't paint it, it looks a little uncanny valley. So I'm going to start with this tonight actually because I think it's going to be far shorter than to do the mouse. So I hope everyone's doing well. As usual, I will point out the fact that I am link friendly, and feel free to share anything you're working on. You know, I love to see it. And apparently I need something to cut this up. So I can carefully do this without emptying the entire thing on the floor or myself on the table. I got plenty of cutting implements here, or sharp implements. What did you have? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what did you have done? I hope it's nothing serious. Oh, really? Aha! Alright, you don't have to say anymore. Well, I mean, okay, it's not a serious surgery, but okay, that makes sense. I don't know, congratulations? I don't know what you say in circumstances like that one. So, alright, so, what I've done. But hey, you know, that's quite alright though. It's alright that you don't have anything done. I can imagine that you've not probably been feeling all that great though. So I added some glue to some water to thin it down a bit. Yeah, there's a little piece of paint in it, but that'll be okay. I'll work around it, or they won't show by the time I'm done with it. Wait, you did play in the 40 cage. If you had to, imagine you had to stand for that. Wouldn't that be kind of painful? I'm sure it was interesting. I said, hi, Mini Mommy. I wonder who else did. And hi, Pete. I don't know how long you'll be here. I know it's very late where you're at. So I'm going to take this glue and I'm going to put it over bits. I actually don't want this on everything. I still want to see a little bit of my dirt base here. But I do also want to cover bits of the logs, kind of like moss. I want to cover quite a bit though. And I'm going to do it in bits and pieces so it doesn't like dry too quickly. Need my water. Meds and support. Yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, it's too bad you didn't have the ultimate support of your wifey around to be there to help out. But soon, it's getting closer. It's getting closer to next year. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna just kind of apply that. This is really fluffy. I mean, this is really soft and fluffy. It's kind of neat. All right, so let me go add some more. As I said, a lot of times I don't have like pieces of paper. That's actually the best thing to work on when you're doing this sort of thing. So that way everything goes in the paper. You can pick it up, kind of fold it. Yeah, I don't have any money right now, so, you know, GW can go suck it. I just bought Kill Team. I bought the Beast Snaggers, and yes, I know there's the command thing coming out. That ain't happening. I do get there. I just said, yeah, that's what I figured, as I didn't have to actually do them right now. Let's see if I can. I should probably pick this up. I'm just gonna pick the stuff right off the thing and add it in. Have to grab some more. I mean, it's quite a box set, though. I think there's a lot of minis in it, you know. I will also say about the Kill Team, my lord, I picked that thing up and thought I was going to get a hernia. Because that box, I'll tell you, that box feels like a $200 box. The Beast Snaggers are good, and it had the book in it, but that did not feel like a $200 box set. I want some more on this. The Snagabot, yeah. I mean, yeah. Is that the one that's got the little guy on his shoulder shooting? Because that does look great, if that's the thing you're talking about. I also want the Great White Squig. I've decided I'm completely changing my entire... Originally it was going to be based on the Bab Moons, but it's now going to be Snake Bites, because I want that. No, we can't, but you know... I was just saying that to make a point. Oh, my thing, it's not sticking. My stuff is not sticking to my log. There's gotta be a joke there somewhere. We can be terrible tonight. I believe Minnie Mommy said the kitties were in bed, so we can be terrible, right? I'm putting that on there. I'm gonna leave that. I think one thing that does happen with this stuff is it does tend to soak up glue. Yeah, we can be bad. I tell people I am the worst. I am terrible and a horrible person. And everybody tells me, no, I'm not really a terrible person. But I think I'm a terrible person. Mostly because I say a lot of inappropriate things. I can blame people like Crimson there, you know, for corrupting me. Who am I kidding? I was corrupted long before I met Crimson. I know I was corrupted long before that. I've been playing D&D at far. You're a terrible. That's a terrible person, though. Also making a big mess. Speaking of being like the kitties there, I'm gonna be just like a kitty and I'm gonna make a big mess. Actually, I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna kind of clean this up and put it back in my box, in my bag rather. What a mess. I'm probably gonna actually have to find another bag for this because now it's just kind of open. A lot of it did land on a paper towel, so I'm gonna just take it kind of, see if we can shake it in there. Actually, it's not shaking. Come on. Fine, I'll just plonk it in here. No, they give you all this. They give you all this stuff, and it looks like I didn't use any of it, even though there's a bunch on there. All right. Oh my gosh, what a mess. I think the rest I'm just gonna take and throw in the trash. So much for my pristine desk. It's not pristine anymore. I'm gonna let that dry a bit before I add the leaves to it. Actually, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna, you know, because I have so much stuff for this, I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna bang it over in my trash. Get any little extra pieces off of it. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. Oh good, I didn't knock everything off my logs. There we go. Let me pick that off. Alright. There we go. What do you guys think? That's a good, I like that's a pretty good amount. There's still some of this brown, like brown stuff on there. Actually, I think I'm gonna go, oh, no, alright, nope, that's good. I don't mind having a couple of my logs a little bit exposed there. Alright, so while that dries, because I want that dry a bit before I add, my glue in my water here will not dry out too much, because I mean, this thing is a whole huge thing of it. So that won't dry too fast, but the stuff on the base should dry a lot faster. Wait, have I spilled the Nuln Oil on what yet? I haven't spilled the Nuln Oil, period, in a while. And you freaking probably just cursed me to do so. But no, I've not spilled it. I've not spilled Nuln Oil or any of the others on my desk. Yeah, no. Mostly I've gotten terrain pieces on here like this stuff. I did, although the bag my little Levy things are in, that's a new bag because the other one sprung a leak. And what's even more is that I also had a thing of snow in my bag, and somehow the top came off, and that all went. Fortunately, it was only a little tiny container, you know, about this size. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge loss. But it's a bummer. It is what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to work on her. And now comes the time of reckoning. I have got to figure out what color I'm going to... Now, the first thing I'm going to do is... I guess I could show you all what I'm going to look up. So this... I actually painted her last year for the quad color collage. So you can enter stuff into the MSP Open if they were in like the contest last year, because all they were was they were just photographs, and so they kind of said it really didn't count as a contest, you know, not like bringing in and actually seeing it for real. And believe me, photographs of minis, just a lot of times they're just not the same. Because you're not really meant to look at a mini like the same way your camera does. Alright, so the MSP Open is the contest to ReaperCon, where basically you bring in minis. They actually suggest bring in a bunch of minis, well, or I'm bringing 5, and they'll take your best one and they'll judge it, and then they'll give you a rating of gold, silver, bronze, or a certificate of merit, or I guess you could even get a 0. No one ever has. I don't think anyone ever has there. I think someone said, yeah. Well, it's the paint line. If you know Reaper, you know Master Series paints. Ta-da! I would assume, okay, all I know is it's called the MSP Open, and they make Master Series paints. So I'm assuming that is what it means. I mean, I can't, and I'm actually being serious here. I assume that's what it means. I mean, I didn't come up with the name, but I would think it's the Master Series Painting Open. And there's a number of categories you can put it in. There's painters, which is basically they'll focus on the paint work. There's dioramas. There's, I don't remember. There's a bunch. I heard there was a muslin category, so hence that is why I am basically fixing this up to bring her in. I don't think I'm going to win diddly squat in terms of any of the actual competition. So the way it works is you basically mostly compete against yourself for the medals and such. But there are the top 3 that's awarded. There are a couple of other companies. Believe it or not, Reaper is very friendly with probably many companies, but I know Bombshell Minis is one. I think they're going to be there. There's another one that's going to be there, and I can't remember what company it is. To save my life, I can't remember what it is. I know Dark Sword usually is, and I know they're not this year. But they'll give out a manufacturer's awards to the top 3 there of their lines. I know they're doing a mousling contest. So I'm bringing the mousling. So for those, but basically I don't have a prayer. I mean, you've got, Rhonda Bender and Forrester level painters, and if you don't know who they are, look them up. Wapple. I'll take either one, Kathy or James. That level painter, that's your gold level painters. I have 0 hopes of getting a gold medal. I will be happy with a bronze. I've seen what warranted a bronze medal, and I was like, I'm doomed. One of my good friends, who I feel is a better painter than me, one of the things I saw did warrant got a bronze. I'm like, huh? How is that possible? He's such a great painter. How could he possibly only warranted a bronze? Alright, so you guys, I'll put this on display. No one else is displaying nothing, so I might as well display what I'm doing. So I'm going to, I think the best place for me to search for this is probably Facebook. Under my thing, Muses Touch Mini Painting. Because I'm looking for the colors I used on this mini. And when you had to upload it, with all the paints in it, which I think is a good idea. Look, there's Sondiel. Sorry, it's going to be a lot of scrolling. There was all the Reaper Bones Kickstarter. There's that stuff. I got to go back quite a bit. Come on. You get a year's worth of painting. Ah, here we go. Look at that right here. So, I thought so. I wasn't positive, but my 4 colors I had, it was coal black. That's right, not pure black. I had coal black, tropical blue, clear magenta. Alright, so, metallic gold highlight. So, oh wait, it might help if I get off this before I show people things. I need Streamlabs. I need to put that back on. So non-metal metallic gold highlight. Let's see, coal black is in with my holiday paints. Coal black. I don't know if I can, alright, I gotta move you, tree. What else did I say it was? What else did I say? Alright, so, oh yeah, clear magenta, which is in my paint box. Oh, guess what? I have to clean out my paint box tonight and put all my, or put a lot of paints in Ziploc baggies to bring them to the convention. Because there's no way, because of course, you know, there are limits on how much paint you can bring, or liquids, you can bring on a flight and carry on, so I've been asking around all day about what do I do. And tropical blue, right? Tropical blue is the fourth. So those were the only 4 colors. Make sure that's the right, I think that was right. Yep. So those were the only 4 colors I used on that entire piece. And actually, let me reorder them so they're the right order. So after I did 2 last year, and after I did that, I was like, after I did the first one, I realized I really needed to do one in the designers for, graphic designers for, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So I thought I was clever. I'm a graphic designer by trade, and it seemed only right to do that. So these are my colors now. I want to keep with this idea of keeping these 4 colors and only these 4 colors. So when I pick a color for her, this bottom skirt, I need to basically make it, I wanted to stick with one of these 4, you know, with these 4 colors, or a mix. You are allowed to mix them. Sorry, Reaper, you did make your challenge a little bit easier when you decided to make black and white. Well, you made your challenge a lot easier when you decided to put black and white as 2 colors and then 4 colors on top of that. I'm like, what? And after tonight, I will be cleaning out my paint, my paint palette that sorely needs to be cleaned out. There's like, and basically I'm going to disassemble it because I can't bring it, but see, look, it's very full. Red and blue do make purple, exactly. They certainly do. You know, that's of course that'd be the one I know the best. So, I have saying tropical blue and clear magenta, and I think I'm going to use that to do, I'm going to make this purple that I use in bits and pieces. I'm going to make that a skirt to keep the eye traveling around the piece. Now what I may do on this, if I have time, is I may go back and I may actually add, I may go back in and actually cheat. And because it's not for the quad color challenge, that's all done. This is for a real competition piece. I may go back and add some whites and things in there and try to lighten this up to a degree. So, and add some highlights. That's the problem with the quad color challenge, is it is hard to do highlights when you're only limited to 4 colors. And white and black are not, well, white is not one of them. I have black. So I can make darker colors. Yep, here it is. I'm looking for my thing to mix my paints. Now here's the challenge. I've got to try to, I want to try to match that purple as best I can. And basically put my money where my mouth is that I can match colors pretty well. So I'm going to start with this. I actually like this color. Maybe I'll leave it. I'm going to start with the color that you're about to see me apply once I figure out where the hell my brushes are. They're still in my paint box. So I, of course, took this to work with me today, as I do every day. And I'm going to use my 0. And I'm going to paint this whole thing in. I do have to do the tail too, which I believe is a combination of magenta and yellow. And yeah, I'm just painting right over it. I find paint sticks to green stuff pretty well. And it covers it, so I find I don't usually have to prime it. Sacrilegious, right? That I'm not priming something? I don't prime. I only prime when I absolutely have to. I find even like the Games Workshop gray plastic paint sticks pretty good too, as well, even without priming it. Sometimes I'll prime that though. It depends. Depends on who it's for. And basically I painted, she's got like an underskirt that didn't exist before. And that comes out like this. Oh no, 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 no. I do not want to get paint on things. Granted, it's not like I don't know what color it is. I can fix that easy enough. I just don't want to. I think that's a pretty good match, actually. It might be a hair more blue, but I actually really like this color, so I'm gonna just go with it. Of course, if anybody has any questions about what I'm doing, please ask. But I know you guys, I know the ones who are probably lurking but already know what the heck they're doing, so. I hope, as Kevin, are you relaxing tonight, or you plan on actually doing any hobbying tonight? Because I don't know how good you feel at the moment. Mini Mommy, I'll bet, is hobbying though. Where's my, oh, it's right here. Kraken's right by me. Oh, ow, Jesus, Virgin Mary. So I don't know what I've done to myself. I don't know what's going on, but my left shoulder's been hurting like nuts the last couple days. It's the Kraken. Oh wait, that's a shark. That's shark music. I know. I really need to dig up the Kraken music. I can't. I'm not as good a singer as V. Here's the Kraken, and he's gonna eat the camera. Look at that beak. How you doing, V? It's the Kraken. I love my Kraken. Actually, yeah, no, this one's mine. So I paint stuff that I do say is my husband's too, so. But that, I believe I painted for me as much as I did for him. You are drawing in your sketchbook thinking how I want to paint a dragon turtle. Is it the Reaper dragon turtle, or is it, I can't remember if WizKids has one. Or are you drawing a dragon turtle? It is the Reaper dragon turtle. Oh my god, Gren is awesome. I mean, my word, she sends you a lot of stuff. I need a friend like that who'll just send me minis. I love that so much. As I said, I'm painting stuff for the, because I'm on my way to ReaperCon in 2 days. And, I'm basically painting up or finishing or fixing up or whatever a couple pieces that I'm entering into the painting contest. So I'm fixing this mousy. I'm debating too. Do I want... Yeah, we'll see how that comes out. I do not need more mini. No, I really don't. But yet... Wait a minute. Kevin, let's have a little chat here about you bringing up more orcs going on sale this weekend. Yes, you did. What do you think that means by getting me more minis? I don't need more minis, but orcs, right? Oh, I'm sure you... No, I'm sure you do. I was going to say, you two are like... You two are best buddies for sure. Speaking of the tail, I'm going to make a little bit... I'm going to try to match this tail color. This is the fun part. I have to actually match the colors they did last year. Thankfully, I only used 4 paints because it's the quad color clash. Oh, I see. Yeah, what do you think the implication is there, okay? You didn't tell me to buy them, but you know damn right well that's what you mean. I do get, and it's probably a mistake, I do get GW's emails. And I saw that and I cried. I'm like, I cannot afford another box set right now. There is just no way after buying all that, I can do it right now. I don't even want to spend the $50 for Warhammer Plus, which I do want to get. I think for what you pay for it, it's a pretty good deal. So, I mean, you get a mini, and actually there are 2 minis, so you get your choice of one of 2 minis. You can buy the other one. And even I admit, they're pretty freaking cool minis, and one's an orc, so you all know I'm doomed there. But I think the content on their TV, yeah, it's $60 for the year. You save 2 months if you buy a year in advance. And I mean, DJ ended up getting it, and I was watching some of the content with him, and the lady, I don't know her name, and I'm sorry I don't know her name, but the lady who does their masterclass, she is so good. She is really good, and definitely worth a watch. May have to do a little trimming on this because I see like that's kind of stuck out and I'm not happy. Oh, I said 50, sorry. You know what? That's because originally, yeah, I gotta grab my knife here. Originally, I thought it was gonna be 50. And then they said, no, it's 60. I'm like, because I realized that was, what, I thought it was gonna be $5 a month, like a, Twitch subscription, but it's not. It's $6 a month. But I mean, I said you get a free mini, and it's pretty good. And the minis are good, so I think it itself that's kind of worth it. All right, what else do I want to paint on this? I think I'm gonna go on this, and I'm gonna paint this over because that looks like it belongs in the skirt here. Yeah, I'm only human, Kevin. I make mistakes too. Like, probably, no, I was gonna say, like, getting into this hobby, that was not a mistake. My wallet thinks it was a mistake. But, all in all, definitely not a mistake to get involved in this hobby. I love it so much. And it's been such a crazy journey for me. I just was going to do this for fun. I didn't think I'd be like streaming in front of people and yeah, you know, and having and being like, I don't know, I'm not famous. I'm not famous at all, but you know, but even having people walk up to me like, "Oh, you're that person that does the minis at the cons and things," is weird. But the best part has been meeting the people, and especially like the goblins and the pirate club people. Like V. V is definitely a wonderful thing that's come out of me doing this hobby. And I guess I could say, well, technically not Kevin as much because I met Kevin doing the anime con thing. Not so much this. V. It's that I'm absolutely serious. You were definitely a plus to being a mini painter, starting streaming, and then meeting all you guys. That's been the best part of the whole thing. Well, here's the problem with the voucher. Still not 100%. I'm not gonna get the voucher. I would have had to sign up today. But the thing of it is, I have trouble buying things on foreign websites. So I was like, I can let that one go. Even with PayPal. I think we had this discussion. Well, I was going to say, she probably won't win, but because I know it's like back here, I can keep trying to make it smooth. I'm not thrilled with it. I guess it's a contest contest mini, so I probably should care. Oh, I don't know if I want to use that. I might want to take a file to it and see if I can sand it a bit. I didn't realize it was quite so rough until I painted it. Now it looks rough. And yeah, you can sand down green stuff quite nicely and it'll smooth out. I just don't want to nick any of the other areas that I already painted. I can paint over it. I guess it's not a huge deal, but yeah. My bank, and I'll admit my bank is shite. Although they're working on the escrow issue. We have somebody at my bank who actually is on our side, so I think my wonderful hubby's gonna have to call and get an update though, because we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard anything since like last Thursday, so it seems like the local people are okay. They're associated with the bank, but it's like everyone that they associate themselves with. So like the security firm that controls the cards, their shit, and this mortgage handler, custodian, whatever. Actually, that is better. Okay, so I'm a little happier with that. Alright, so as I said, one thing I think I'm going to do that I didn't do, technically it's in the rules, it was in the rules for last year, was I'm going to take and I'm going to add white to this. And I'm going to do some highlighting that I didn't do because I couldn't do it. Oops, I still see another piece of purple that needs to be touched up. In fact, I think, let's see. This is why I entered the painter category, not like a sculpting category, because I know I'm not very good at sculpting, so So I'm going to take some white. I'm just going to lighten up my purple a bit. Because I want to do some highlights. And actually, I may do what I did originally. So what I did in all these crevices is I took some black and I shadowed everything. The coal black. And I made it very, very thin. You know what? I should do that first. I love it when paints are not shaked up. And probably should use my left arm to do it. That'd be stupid. Because my arm is set. My arm is like killing me. I'll live. It's probably just arthritis setting in. Of course, maybe it's my maybe it's the 5G chip that was put in when I got my vaccine. No, well, it's been bothering me since before I had that, on and off. It was yesterday. So yesterday we went to Salem, Mass. To basically go sightseeing. Myself and Joe and our bestie and a couple other friends, we went. We had a great time, but it was a long friggin' day of a lot of walking. But somewhere along the line, I tweaked my shoulder. I tweaked that left shoulder to my left. Somewhere along the line, I tweaked it, and it's been bothering me ever since. But that Kill Team box is set. It is friggin' heavy. I was very surprised at how much weight that thing was. But it's because it's all that delicious orc. Alright, I'm not going to eat it. But it's got all that wonderful orc terrain in it. That at some point I'll put together. I'm thinking of it more than for Kill Team. I'm thinking of for Armies on Parade. I think you could build an absolutely killer parade board with it. So I'm doing some highlighting. On the parts that are really stuck out. Oh, that's nice. One of them was given away at that tournament you went to. I'm gonna guess you didn't win it though. I feel like I need to sort of smooth this out a little bit over here. I mean, that's like a really nice prize. I did not, but surprisingly it wasn't picked until the third. Wow. So what were the other prizes then? I mean, that seems surprising. The other prizes must have been pretty good, or they just didn't want them, I guess. Sec. Okay. Trying to remember. I'm going to take some of my highlights here and I'm going to add them little brush here. Little, let's see. Kevin, the sick came and went. Oh, check my Twitter DMs. That's my phone that's right here, but I have to pick it up and stop painting. Give me a sec. I can't even check it on my computer, come to think of it. Oh, I can't look on my PC. Well, I can. No, my phone is right here. Oh, I can't blow it up. What the hell? I can't see. I guess I have to look at my computer. It's too small. Let's see. Twitter. No, I don't want a new message. Where? There we go. So we have, still not much better. Looks like a bunch of Space Marine stuff. The Dominion box set, which is, the Dominion box set wouldn't be bad. Oh, there's a bunch of things. Wow, there were a lot of prizes here. Let's, yeah, sure, why not? Why not show everybody how good the prizes were at this thing? Jeez. I mean, I said there's a lot of Space Marine stuff. I don't know what that one is, but I can see those. I know Space Marine, the Dominion box set, the Kill Team box set. I know what that's called, and it escaped me. Everyone got something. Some teams get an additional pick. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what this is here. It's a box, but that's quite a good amount of prizes. Dragai Combat Patrol, Necron Combat Patrol, Necron Monolith. Monolith is this thing I was trying to remember the name of. That's a magnetic rack for a chance. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna give her a bit of a highlight on her hat. as for like this banner, I'm actually pretty happy with the banner. I need to give her more highlight on her dress. On that part of her dress, which I haven't done yet. Oh, you know, yeah, that makes sense. That would be really cool to have. I was thinking, I kind of wish I had a magnetic rack to put my minis on. I'm bringing the ReaperCon on, but I'm gonna probably put them in small boxes with packing peanuts to keep them safe. And I'm not checking those in. Those are gonna come on the plane with me, or at least on my carry-on. Go a little lighter, so keep mixing in. I still have some more white. Yeah, I think I need a little more white. I'm gonna go just one tick lighter. I hope they raised a lot of money for the charity too. I hope that was a good turnout. It sounds like it was a good turnout though, and they probably did. Exciting times at Midgard. They had all sorts of great stuff going on. And I want to smoosh this a little bit. Try to stick along that top edge. $11 teams. Actually, that is pretty good. I was gonna say, did anyone I know win? There's a lot of people around here that play Warhammer that I don't know, so. $1,700, that's really good. Yeah, you don't know who I know. Well, I mean, was Sprack there? Because I know him. That's probably about it. YouTube. Or Spinny, or God, and that gang. I know they do Warhammer stuff. Oh, well, that's nice. He visited though. I hope he's doing well. You guys have not started playing yet, right? Because you're supposed to eventually pick up your D&D game again. Native. Well, I hope you start your game at some point. Well, it'll be good because it means he'll be up to actually running it, so. I know it takes a long time to recover from ordeals like this, though, so. I'm still a gamer, so I just play more 14. Well, at some point, at some point I know there's plans to start up that Tuesday game again, so. At least I freaking hope so, because I miss playing that game a lot. And you just came in, and I want more Bard. Of course, we're probably all, what's probably happening? We're probably going to get back together to play. And we're probably going to TPK, because we're about to start this really epic fight against a whole lot of enemies. Maybe not TPK, but I could see all sorts of bad things happening. Which is probably why I'm excited to play. But at some point, we are supposed to play again. It's a bummer. I'm sorry you're gameless, though. Because I am like, get me in. Gee, thanks for the mail. I'm in the opposite. I'm the other extreme. I probably have. Some people would say I have too many games and I keep adding to them. Which is probably stupid of me to do so, but I don't care. I don't want to be wrong. Too much. Okay, that's pretty good. I know, I wish I was a sculptor. A better sculptor. Although right now, I actually haven't scheduled to play any games at ReaperCon, and there are games to be played. I will bring dice. I just figure I wanted to focus on painting minis at this rather than playing games. And on that aspect of it. Come on. Blend those in a little bit more. I'm saying, see what else. Whatever floats my boat. Now, I guess that's the best way to say it. These days, gaming floats my boat. Gaming and painting. And streaming gaming and painting. Because I do stream gaming. I think I like my nice escape from reality. I think that's a lot of it. Yeah, let's see, I'm going. Basically, right now I'm adding another value of purple. It's kind of in between the light and the dark. Whew. Still think I'm a little worn out from yesterday too. That it was a long day. We saw all sorts of fun things. I love Salem. Ever any of you, today, any of you in the Mass ever come and visit me in Mass? We can always go to Salem. It's so much fun. There's so much to do and so many interesting things there, and it is sort of a tourist trap. I'll admit it. But Salem does have a lot of interesting history to it too. Okay, Kevin. Alright, so I'm going to darken up. I'm being really picky about this. Darken this up a little bit here. We have to actually add a little bit of black into this. I am very happy. There was a chance we were going to get thunderstorms today, and I think I'm very happy we didn't. Be nothing like streaming and then losing. Oh, what the hell did I get? I get yellow on my brush. There we go. I'm working in a very confined space here, so. A bit of the glaze. Alright, let's see. Good. that. There we go. All right, I think I like that. I think I'm gonna leave all the yellows alone. I may make the magenta hair lighter. If I can figure out where to put it. God, it's a challenge.
Moist.
Had to swap ice. Oh, fun. Hi, Gareth. When do they say you're gonna feel better? So you all packed, right, Gareth, by the way? Oh, it's a big gym. It's a big gym. One of my, well, I think I'd say one of my favorite people, but everybody who's around here is my favorite people. How's it going? It's going. I'm basically doing my last of my ReaperCon prep. Hell no, you ain't ready either. Big Jim, are you packed for ReaperCon yet? Because I'm pretty sure it was you that was going. I can be more favorite, it's fine. And you need to be a more favorite somewhere around here, Big Jim. I mean, everyone else usually is always, trolling you. V was here earlier. I don't know if she's lurking around now or not, but... So I said, you're not packed either, right? I can see if I can get, but yeah, I will probably not be at Pirate Club because I probably will be packing tonight once I'm done with this, or probably finishing these. Oh man, it did kind of sneak up on us, didn't it? So how are you both tonight? I'm hoping you're all both excited, because I know I'm excited. I only have one more day of work. That right there made it so worth it to go to ReaperCon. Just to get time off from work. I need to pour that. So I said, I know you're both coming in on Wednesday, so are you both? I know Gareth is attending it. Are you attending the meet and greet, Big Jim? Because I definitely am. I'm looking forward to that too. Don't know. I'm definitely gonna go to it. I definitely want to meet and greet people. That's like one of the points of going. Well, you're visiting relatives or something, right? Let's see, one more day of work, but I have to make it through it. Yeah, that's true. Then it will really sink in. One more day of work, and I have to make it through it without killing anybody. How's that sound? I mean, I was gonna say, I gotta see. My biggest thing is I'm gonna get in there early, so I hope I can get into my hotel room. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hanging around the lobby looking all sad panda until check-in time. Unfortunately, that was not by design. I planned to come later, and it said they changed my flight. Grumble, grumble. Yeah, they changed my flight a few months ago, so it wasn't like I didn't know, but I wasn't going to change it. The price was decent. I realized something too, Gareth. You have a car. I'm thinking that might mean we actually might have some choice. I can beg you, go, hey, what are you doing for dinner? We could actually go somewhere that's not walking distance. Yeah, you, me, your dad, and Jakey. That is why I set up that. I was gonna say, actually, anybody, if any, Big Jim, if you want to be included on a Discord chapter, you can. Only if I'm buying what? No, we're going Dutch. But I do have a little chat set up for me and Gareth and Jakey. But Big Jim, if you want to be involved in our little chat, I can certainly kick you an invite if you want. Although I said, if you want anyways, you can always poke me on Discord if you want, through my messenger if you want to bug me for anything. But I can't friggin' wait. This is like, other the fact of one day of work, this is my last stream and such before the con, so that in itself I think is exciting. I know, I love my Monday Night Pirate Club painting, but I do have to get ready. I'm trying to see if I can get enough done so I can actually maybe do my weekly, well, I'm not on every week. I do take time off, but I do, thinking about doing our Murder Hobo Inc. talk show known as Between the Rolls tomorrow night. Because the topic is going to be about romance. And I think I'd have a lot of fun talking about that. I have actually played characters that have met their one and only during the course of an adventure, so it is really fun to play out. You know what, Gareth? I realized something. We never signed up for the, what was that? The Gauntlet tournament. Which I was thinking maybe at some point pinging you guys tonight about that. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't think I've ever played that one. Of all the games, I wish it was Galaga. At least I've played that. I guarantee I'm not going to contribute a lot. I'm not good at the video games. Which paint challenge? Which paint challenge are you talking about? That's the video game challenge. But which paint challenge? One of us has to be a captain and sign everyone up. We have to pick a time slot. If there's any left that we're not doing anything on. I need to look and see what else is going on, because I saw people talking today about Sophie Says, and Sophie Says is fun. I've played Sophie Says before. You get a really ridiculous looking mini though. But it is fun. The group one. Oh, wait, there's a group. Where is that? Under shenanigans or something? I can't remember where the heck that's. What is that under? Because now I have to go find it. We definitely should sign up for that, though, for surezies. Crap, I don't remember. Well, it's somewhere on the website, right? I assume it's on the ReaperCon website. I'll add that on my list of the 5,000 things I need to try to do tonight. You're stuffing your face. What are you eating? Something really yummy? Actually finding I like the pure magenta a little better than whatever the color was. I know there's a little bit of yellow in this mix, but I kind of like just the pure magenta. I think it's very pretty. Arby's! Arby's is so good. I don't get it very often, but it's very good. So Gareth, did you ever find any classes to take? Ever? Did you ever go back and look? Beginner's Metallics. Oh yeah, that's right. I think you actually found that a while ago. If it's the teacher I think it is, I've had her before, and she's pretty fun. I enjoyed her. True Metal Metallics that is, you know, come to think of it, it's probably not a bad thing to take. Because, like, you get non-metal metallics, which in some way, I mean, in some ways, like, envisioning non-metal metallics is sort of easier. It's like, with true metal metallics, it's almost like, you know, you paint highlights on it, but it's shiny, so it reflects light, and it just doesn't, it's not the same effect. To me, it's almost pointless to do like highlighting the stuff on it, because the reflection's going to change constantly. I want to go darker than that. Q. I like a, you know, my really light magenta. But I want to go a shade darker for this. There we go, that's better. But I want to go lighter than what's there. I feel like a terrible person because I took 5 classes and I got them all. I do not know when I'm going to make it back there. I'm hoping to go back to ReaperCon in a future year, but said it's likely not going to be next year. Alright, Kevin can make fun of me because I dropped a brush. My elbow clipped a brush. Yep. I think I'm gonna go retrieve it. Oh no, I dropped 2. There we go. Even better. Bending over is like not tons of fun right now. There we go. Okay, so I was using this one. Yeah, so this is it. I've been adding highlights to try to give this a little more pizzazz. Because it was really hard to add highlights. I'm going to move all my brushes further in. When I was using just the 4 colors. I did okay. I think I did alright. But I want a little more vavoom. Trying to blend this in a little. There, that adds a little bit of, I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna hit this one with a little bit more. I'm going back over because I want to blend this in a little more, so I'm going to take some of my light, try to catch this really quick, and I'm going to try to smoosh it together. I'm going to pull a little bit more of my color out there. I will definitely be bringing that clear magenta with me. That's something I need to do after this. I need to sit there and figure out what I'm bringing for paint. I mentioned that to you earlier, Gareth, if you're still lurking about. Because not only did I have to figure out how I was going to, you know, carry it, now I got to figure out what I'm going to bring. It's not blended enough for me. Yeah, you're here. Yay! So, Gareth, you figured out what you're going to bring for paint yet? Not at all, right? That looks definitely a bit more pop to her, I think. And I think I like the fact that I want a little more magenta toned on. That's a little too white. Kinda, sorta, maybe not. Have you figured out what you're gonna carry them around in? Well, one thing for sure, I'm not bringing... Well, this is ReaperCon, so probably not. I'm probably gonna stick with Reaper paints. I am thinking, though, I'm probably gonna bring some of the my GW washes. I might bring your Holy Trinity with me. I love Reaper, but let's face it, that is the one of the things I do like GW for is their washes. And I'm 100% with Kevin on the Holy Trinity there. I think that is a great way to put it. Actually, it should be the quadrad, because there's really 4 colors that I think are super useful. And those 4 colors are Nuln Oil, because it's such a great black wash, and it's not shiny. There's a Nuln Oil gloss. But if you get the one that's not glossy, it's not glossy. It doesn't go on glossy, and I really like that. Then, let's see, there's Ricklin Flesh, which is kind of the reddish, to me it's kind of a reddish tinge to it. This is really old. Yeah, I'm probably going to bring this one, and then probably, it's funny, I used to like sepia a lot more. I like sepia on skin tones. That's a preference. Alright, I'm going to add now, I'm going to start playing with some of my cyan. Still debating if I want to go in and try to do anything with that. I mean, I like the yellow. I might go in and add maybe I'll add some highlights along the hair. Nuln, Agrix, and Ricklin. Yeah, that's really the Holy Trinity. But I do add sepia. I like sepia tone. Now, when I initially did the highlights here, I know what I did. I added a little bit of yellow. Tried not to make it too green. But a red is a highlight, so... What's sort of work? Is it work for ReaperCon, or is it work? I'm so totally gonna ask that question. I hope you're not actually working. ReaperCon streaming. Oh yeah. So what are you doing tonight? Are you actually doing? Oh, yeah. So do I. What are you streaming tonight exactly? What are you prepping for ReaperCon that you're doing tonight? Which at the moment I'm really sad we're not a Goblin double feature. Because then we'd be the Goblin ReaperCon double feature. Or pre-ReaperCon double feature. I'm gonna do Star Wars stuff again. Oh, okay. Let's do Star Wars stuff again, and later be priming other Star Wars stuffs and other Reaper minis for ReaperCon. So I'm bringing some Reaper bone stuff that I don't have to prime or anything, because I do not prime my bones. And I am basically, the only stuff I'm really bringing to paint is stuff that it's like my quick paint stuff. So my plan is when I'm at the con, I may not even touch into too much of that, because I'm going to, I am gonna probably, on Wednesday, I'm probably going to do some painting in my hotel room. But the other days when basically I have a class every day, and my plan is I want to take the mini and start the class and try to finish it. And use that as my daily paint. So basically my ReaperCon minis are all in this little bag. And they're not all gonna be painted. It's just I'm gonna look at that, go, what do I feel like painting today? And only if needed. I do remember what color it is. It's a little bit of black, coal black. I remember doing this last year. This was a lot of back and forth painting. Oh my god, it is already 8. Oh god, it's already almost 8:40. Quick, I gotta start speed painting. Which is a really terrible idea. And I'm gonna try, I'm just trying to blend this in. Sorry guys, I know I'm going quiet. Because I'm trying to concentrate on this end. Shift this back. My thing is, these highlights were a little yellow because they had to be. Oh, Gareth with the music. And I caught my yellow with my friggin' blue. You watch, I'm gonna totally mess up this piece. Nope, that's okay, that's good, that's good. Now I'm going to try. See if I can do it on the outside without, you know, making it that big. Some ways I'm trying to also lighten this up a little bit. Because I feel like on this tip it should be a little lighter. I would say I am trying to concentrate right now. Also made me kind of tired. He said I had a fun weekend day yesterday, but it was tiring. I keep thinking, boy, that was probably not the smartest thing to do right before a convention. Go out and wear myself out walking all day. So I can exhaust myself for the convention. Back to my tail color. Add a little white to that. My tail color is magenta and yellow. A little more magenta than yellow. Lighten that up just a hair. A little bit of a highlight on the tip. gosh, Rod! Couldn't you come earlier? How you doing, Rod? Oh, come on. I gotta get that pink magenta. Come on. How are you doing tonight, Rod? I hope everything's good with you. I'm basically doing ReaperCon prep. I'm planning on bringing this, and of course this guy, which I was going to get back to. And add a little color, maybe fix that. I've added some yellow in there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I'm really happy with this. You know what, Rod? I wish you were coming with us. I'm like so sad that you're not coming with us. I don't know, maybe I'll leave the moss the way it is. I do kind of like it. Let me add some color or leave it alone. Actually, I was also going to add leaves to it. So, alright, so I'm going to leave her for now. She's pretty much done. I did the stuff I wanted to do. Although, I think I still need a little bit more highlight on that tail. There will be pictures up of all this stuff on my social media. Well, maybe not the mouse, but there will definitely be pictures on my social media of the tree. The mouse technically is a year old. All I did was kind of jazz her up a little bit. Oh, actually, her sleeves are a little weird. Oh, her sleeves were green. I think I'm going to leave them alone. Thanks, Rod. I appreciate it. I always thank you so much for the bits. And, you know, there will be, I was going to say, there are rewards for spending bits. So, hopefully you'll unlock it soon. I think I'm going to leave her. I think she's pretty good the way she is. She probably won't win. Take her off the base. Make sure I didn't ding it. Alright, I think that's good for her. Now, what do I want to do? Oh Lord, what do I want to do with the... I got this whole bunch of glue here too, so I can't really use that to put paint on. What have I been using? I've been using all things. I've used Knoll Pelt on like this moss here. Maybe I'll hit a little bit of the moss in here with some of this Knoll Pelt. And we're going to try to put it on my wet palette, even though there's literally like, there's almost like nowhere to go here. I like that color because it's a nice greenish yellow. I'm so glad Rod stopped by. I miss your snark, Rod. I always love your commentary. I'm going to add a little bit of that to this too. Which I thought I had actually added that. See, I knew it. I knew it. Not all of this stuff is stuck down. So I'm going to put over my trash can. I'm going to tap the heck out of the base. And you know, for good measure, maybe blow on it too. If some comes off, no big deal. I said I didn't mind having like this this initial stuff I put down. I didn't mind having that showing off. Clean off this brush. I cleaned off this brush. I don't know why. I don't know why. I seem to have such a hard time cleaning brushes. I'm just gonna kind of tap my terrainy bit. Maybe I'll knock some more off, which I'm doing. Which is fine, because the stuff I'm knocking off is not really glued down to begin with. And even though I've blown on it and such, it still doesn't want to come up. And basically I'm doing this to try to keep it tied together a little more. Why is that sticking? I think, well, whatever. I think the person, Mr. Therival, is going to be real pleased with how this came out. I also have to get pictures to him like tonight. Put a little more out. And that's pretty good. The last thing I want to do, I want to add some of these fake leaves. So I'm going to take some more of my glue and I'm going to just sort of randomly drop it places. Also may help some of the stuff stick a little better. I'm going to drop some of these seeds because they're actually seeds. And little clusters. I don't want that thing, I just want the I gotta scooch this on the thing. Maybe one fell on there. Yeah. Alright, where else do I want to go? Probably down in here. We don't have a lot of moss going on, or whatever you want to call that stuff. Growth. It's sticking to me. I figured it would. Oh wait, it can go in from over here. It's still sticking to me. That's because it has moist glue on it. There you go. I'll put a few leaves in some areas that might just kind of need some covering up.
Moist.
Thank you, Garrett. I was hoping you pick up on the word. The glue is very moist because I added water to it earlier. One other thing I'm probably gonna do is I gotta touch up. I've got the ring around the base here that's they painted the purple, and I do remember what purple that I'm gonna have to go back over. And I think I'm gonna put a cluster. It's so much fun to do this actually. I'm gonna put cluster in here and up in here. You are gluing something. That's fair. Hey, that's what happens when I encourage people to mini paint while I stream instead of playing with sound effects. Can't even get it on. Ooh, actually, right here, I do. There's a couple leaves that side to go on here, but not stuck to anything. And I'm going to use the back of my brush to try to get them positioned. Now I pick it up and I'm going to blow it off. Let's see, is there any other spots? Yeah, I think that's good. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw away some of these little pieces here. Then I'm going to take my leftover leaves and I'm going to sweep them back into my bag. Oh yeah, I probably will not bring in any white basing stuff or anything like that, because you keep in mind, super glue on a plane, probably a big no. I imagine super glue is flammable. Go there, bang off some excess. Now let's see what I got. Do I want to go back in and add a few more? I could add a little more there. Well, since I don't have to actually rate anybody right now, I think I'm going to just go a little over. Unless people have an objection to this. I think it's my stream, right? I can do what I want. I like it. So as I said, the one thing I need to do is to hit my base. I can't believe it. Oh wait, there's one other thing. There are two things I want to do. Hit my base with that and add a little take a little brown wash. Well, Agronix Earth Shade, and I'm gonna sort of tone back my yellow that's in that I painted the insides, the wood part that's inside the bark. I tried something. I mean, because I did, a lot of things here purple. So I went with gold as kind of the opposite color to do the insides of those, but I wasn't, felt a little bit too, well, yellow rather than wood looking like wood. I know it's magical. I'm not like, I said, I'm not. This is such a vastly different viewpoint than I saw Theraval's, and it was really good. But boy, is it a vast departure from what I came up with. His is a very vengeful spirit. So I'm going to take and I'm going to paint the ring around this guy, because there's spots that have come up and such. And I'm pretty sure I used this color. And the one last thing I'll have to do is seal it, because I am darn well I'm going to seal it. It's got to travel. I'm reasonably sure this is the actual color I painted it, so. So I hope everybody likes it. I like it. Enjoyed watching me work on this. It's always one more thing, right? Molly wood color, Molly, oh. Where's my other wood color? Sometimes I do things, I come up with ideas, and they're great, and sometimes I want to just fix them. So I'm going to take, I said, I'm trying to tone, get rid of the yellow. Maybe have a hint of it in there, but make it more of a brown tone. That's, watch, this will be covered up until it no longer is covered up, because the leaf will probably fall off. Although that feels like it's on pretty good. So not really dry brushing over it. I'm sort of just hitting the high spots though. And it does seem like my purple is already dried. Give me a little more paint. And, oh, right in there. And I think, alright, I know, see, I was off the thing again. What do we think? I think he's done. At long last, he's friggin' done. Only almost a month late, but worth it. We'll see. It'll be very interesting to see which thing they pick in mind they're actually going to judge. And then, of course, I think she's got a little more zip, and I think definitely I fixed the problem child. Well, it looks like I got to go back in. So tail a little more. Sorry, I'm just want to try to completely finish these. Other than sealing. I may do a little more, I don't know, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think she looks good too. That said, she's got a bit more zip. What the hell was that on her? She's got definitely some more highlights on her than she did before, and I said I got this nifty purple, you know, piece down here. It looks like I hit a little bit with the tail color right there. Come on. All right. I'll work on that. All right, so who the heck am I gonna go pick on? Not a hell of a lot of choice right now. I think it's because a bunch of the streamers are probably at the Pyro Club painting party and not streaming. I think I'm just gonna go to Wobble. So, you guys all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. I know Rod's already gone off, so I can't thank him from the bits. I'm still in awe that people throw money at all here. But I'm even more happy for the conversation and the moist and all the fun. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you tuning in. I will not be back until a week from Wednesday, so there will be no streams until then. And thanking Gareth, I believe it's going to be in the same, so there'll be no double feature tonight or Saturday if Baldy is streaming. It'll just be him, so watch him. And he got his 50 followers, so affiliate, here he comes. And Gareth, I can't wait to see you in a couple of days. Oh my God, ReaperCon, here we come. So have a great week. and I'll see you, unless you tune in to Between the Rolls if I'm on it tomorrow night because I actually got enough shit done. But otherwise, I'll see you in a week, in a couple days. So, let's go raiding. No, I don't want a star goal. I want a raid. Alright, great. Hey, we saw 5 of you coming over with me, so... Alright, let's go!